This week on Silver Screen, we take a look at exam preparation, Crucible auditions, and go behind the scenes of Silver Screen.
Good afternoon, Dutch Fork. Today is Friday, December the 11th, and your Silver Screen report starts now.
Last Friday in the Media Center, graphic design students presented their logos to clients they were assigned to. Lindsay Long checks it out.
Last Friday, students who take graphic design presented their logos they created to their clients around the Dutch Fork community.
My favorite part was just working on all the designs and we did a lot of different projects from like soap companies to rock bands, so we got to really figure out what we liked.
My favorite part of this project was probably the actual logo design. It was really difficult just because they don't tell you exactly what they want, they only give you a couple things, but whenever it all comes together, it's like a nice final product and it's really fun.
Piece of paper that told us everything that we had to have and what everything was for, and I think just being able to design what we thought was appropriate was just really fun.
Although the students were unsure of what their clients wanted and trying to reach their standards was challenging, their teachers are proud of their accomplishments.
My students did stellar. They killed it. They came in here looking professional with their portfolios. They introduced themselves. They totally were on point. They were well prepared, well versed, and looked like college students, if not real life professionals.
I think they killed it. They did such a good job. It's always fun to see their enthusiasm and just see their process. I love how they explain it, and when they're presenting in front of real-life clients, so that's intimidating, and in front of the whole class.
This class is beneficial to those who are not comfortable speaking with those they don't know and people who are interested in designing graphics for others.
I think it's really important because I'm not really a very artsy person, but I really enjoy this class, so you kind of get to know that side of you. And it's also it's a stressful class, but it's really rewarding, and if they like your designs, you get money.
I think this class is really important because it prepares the students for the future. It really gets them comfortable in front of real life clients. It gets their professionalism kind of in check for college, and then for job interviews for professional real life clients should they partake in this career as, I guess, their future progresses.
This has been Lindsay Long with your Silver Screen Report.
Crucible auditions took place this past Monday and Thursday. Sarah Emily Rich takes the stage.
Students and drama teacher Jessica Fichter worked tirelessly to prepare for the upcoming spring drama production, The Crucible.
Well, I prepare a rehearsal schedule and I have all the paperwork that I have to do, and then I went through and I read the script, and then I actually downloaded a radio version of the script and I listened to it. Then I made some cuts. Then I decided on sides that we wanted and I printed those out.
I have listened in my English 3 class because we are going over it in every single one, and I've researched every character. I want Abigail, so I researched her parts and her physicalities.
I looked a lot at character analysis. I watched a couple of shows online of people who've done the show before. I watched through their interpretation of the script.
The Crucible is different from past plays that Fichter has directed here.
It's a straight play, so we haven't really done a dramatic straight play here yet.
Each set of people goes in by themselves, and not everybody's watching, and I feel like that's pretty cool just because I'm not used to it, so it's different.
There are a lot of very talented people at this audition, more than I'm used to. Honestly, it's kind of scary how many people here are really good, because we've got a lot of new additions the past year.
Previous auditions that I've done are usually musicals, and for that, they let you know beforehand that you have to prepare 16 bars of a song. But since this is just a play, you go in there blind.
It has some classical language. I think it has a lot of literary merit, which I enjoy, and it draws directly into the curriculum, which is exciting. So I'm hoping those things will get the school excited, and we'll get a big crowd out to see it.
The drama department highly recommends that more students participate in school productions.
I always recommend that people audition. Come on, it can't hurt you. It's a really good experience to have to be in a show. If you're, a small part or a big part, you're always learning, you're always growing, so
I would absolutely recommend for more people to audition because it strengthens your confidence in who you are and makes you more open to different personalities, because theater has a wide range of different types of people, and I think that it's a great experience for people.
I feel like theater is such a diverse field that anyone can do it. You can have fun, play around. It's something that everybody should take part in.
It's kind of become my passion, and it's what I do with my free time.
I mean, I've seen a lot of good people, so I'm expecting to have a really good cast or casts.
This has been Sarah Emily Risch with your Silver Screen Report. The SAT word of the week is crucible, a noun meaning a difficult test or challenge.
Midterms are coming up next week, and students have been studying vigorously to prepare.
Here's China Wallace with more.
When preparing for an exam, students have different ways to study.
I definitely study, but I kind of unwind a little bit so I don't get so stressed out about it. Like, I kind of process what I'm going to study for.
The weekend before, depending on what I have that day and what are the hardest subjects I have, I study those harder than anything.
I think the first thing is to have students prepare. So it's not just cramming the night before, it's learning to study throughout the whole semester, or at least prepping this week for exams that are next week.
Even though students prepare themselves before the exam, there are still stressful parts about the test.
The most stressful part was picking answers. I kind of get worried that I'm going to pick the wrong answer. I try to use process of elimination, but it doesn't really work that well.
Preparing and just remembering everything is the hardest thing I could do.
Students and teachers recommend apps that help everyone study and prepare easier.
I would recommend Quizlet, because Quizlet you can use games and you can like flashcards.
Quizlet is like a really good app because it's just like there's fun games that you can play, and it's just really entertaining, and it doesn't even feel like studying.
A couple of my favorite are Khan Academy. It was one of my favorite. It gives virtual explanations of every subject, every topic.
This has been China Wallace with your Silver Screen Report.
For this week's Kids in the Hall, we asked students how they prepare for exams.
I read over the questions and then test myself to see what I know.
I tend to use flashcards and use Quizlet, and I just go over my notes over and over again.
First I cry, then I study by like reading over the material and then turning the page over and trying to recite it.
I study, I go over my notes, ask my teacher for questions, just try to prepare as best as I can.
With last week wrapping up Dutch Fork's football season, Trey Martin has a look at the top 3 moments of fall sports as well as upcoming events.
So far, Dutch Fork celebrated a successful year in athletics. Let's take a look at 3 of the top moments in sports this year.
Cross country team had a successful year, with the varsity boys finishing 8th overall and the varsity girls winning 2nd overall. The varsity cheer team also had a great year. The team finished 1st overall at the Lake Murray Invitational, and they came in 2nd at the state championships. After dropping their first 2 games, the varsity football team went 8-1 to finish the year, capturing a region title along the way. The successful season was cut short after a loss to Dorman in the playoffs. The team finished with a 9-4 record.
There are a lot of things to look forward to in winter and spring sports.
The Dutch Fork boys and girls basketball teams are off to great starts this season, each holding a 3-0 record. Both teams are looking to compete for state titles. The wrestling team has also gotten off to a hot start as they are 6-0 so far this season.
We'll have more sports after the break. Back to you guys.
Here on Silver Screen, we do a lot to get you to the latest school news, whether it be sports, student profiles, or interesting things in the community. Blake Brazil shows you what it takes to be a Silver Screener.
You know those kids that walk around with cameras and ask you if you want to be interviewed? Well, that's the Silver Screen staff.
Silver Screen is my second little family. It's not just a class. It's an opportunity for a small group of people to get together and make a big difference in what they produce every week, and to sort of be the voice of the student body of Dutch Fork High School.
Silver Screen is our weekly broadcast program at Dutch Fork, and we put on shows to inform our student body.
The Silver Screen staff is a group of students from all different backgrounds that would love to have more people join.
If you are interested in Silver Screen, I recommend that you come talk to Miss Medlock Green in room 252, or you can talk to one of us on staff. We love having new people and love having people interested, so I would definitely recommend, if you're interested, come talk to us.
The idea that Silver Screen is this small, sort of tight-knit group of people, but since we want to represent the student body of Dutch Fork High School, it would be good for us to have a variety of students from a variety of social groups within the school, so that we really can represent the student body.
The past 2 years I've met so many people from being on the staff, and also just doing what I love to do with the people who love to do it.
I have a lot of friends in the class, and it's just a very enjoyable experience, and it's what I want to do in the future.
My favorite part about Silver Screen is that it's unlike any other class that you take in high school. It's structured, but it's very unstructured. We start our day with a really brief staff meeting, and then everyone just goes out and does their thing.
Silver Screen isn't just a class for kids that want to pursue journalism. There's a many of tools that can be taken from this class for other opportunities.
If you become a part of the Silver Screen staff, I'm going to help lay the foundation for you if you want to go into a career in journalism. But if you want to make music videos with your life, if you want to make entertaining, funny YouTube videos, if you want to make movies someday, if you want to be on ESPN, we have a place for you on our staff.
This class definitely has taught me a lot. Newspaper has taught me a lot as well, but Silver Screen has taught me the most because you have to get out of your comfort zone and be in front of the camera and just do stuff that you wouldn't really expect yourself to do whenever you walk into high school.
I plan on pursuing a career in journalism just because it's been such a wonderful experience here, and whether that be in broadcast or writing, I just want to stay within that somehow.
This has been Malik Brazil with your Silver Screen Report.
The new Star Wars movie comes out next week. Thomas DeSetto looks into whether or not the movie will live up to the hype.
Students are excited for the first Star Wars film released in over 10 years.
It will be bigger than Avatar, because considering how many fans like Star Wars.
I think the original actors and actresses were probably the best fit for the movies at the time and currently. I don't think anyone's going to be able to live up to the standards of them.
A lot of people are really excited to see it, and just the trailers look really good, and that big of a movie has a lot of money to work with, so I think it will.
The preview for Star Wars The Force Awakens is next Thursday, and the wide release is next Friday. This has been Thomas DeSetto with your Silver Screen Report.
And now for some announcements. The Literary Magazine needs your submissions. Email your original poetry, short stories, plays, and artwork to litmag@gmail.com. The Lit Mag staff would also love for you to join. Meetings are Thursdays after school in room 252. See Ms. Medlock Green for more information. Chess Club meets Tuesdays and Wednesdays after school in the Media Center until 5. Foursquare Club meets Mondays and Wednesdays after school in room 208. Here's Sarah Emily with more.
Thanks, Caleb. Seniors, submit your photos for the senior celebration to facebook.com/dfhsgrad. Exams for year-long classes are next week. The exam schedule is as follows. 5B and 7B exams are Monday. 1A and 3A exams will be Tuesday. There are no exams Wednesday. The arts department will perform their holiday assembly. 2A and 4A exams will be Thursday, and 6B and 8B exams will be Friday. Thanks for watching. This is our last show of 2015. We'll see you after the break. Ooh, that was a cute little ooh. Ooh. Ooh.
Oh. Probably because Miss Bell's not changed it.
Sorry. Okay. I was trying to get in the zone. Okay.
It literally doesn't. It's not proper English.
At all.
Yeah.
Like I could see it, but I don't know. I thought.
You stressing?
Yeah. I thought I couldn't see the letters.
I'll try it. I just didn't realize it was coming. Okay.
Sam's a god with editing. Wait, is this
basically?